Hey folks, how's it going? We're checking out Living with Ricky Gervais. Hopefully this doesn't get blocked because it is 20 minutes longer than the last video I did was like the Ricky Gervais science one, and I had to cut that into like 6 parts just to get it to upload, and they came back and blocked like 2 of the parts like maybe a month or so later. So hopefully the same thing doesn't happen with this, and hopefully I don't have to clip it up. I'm going to shoot for uploading the entire thing. And if I have to clip out small parts, I will. And then maybe put a full one on Daily Motion. We'll definitely see. I'll find some type of workaround. And make sure if you guys like this video, you subscribe and like. If you don't like it, dislike it, leave a comment. It all helps. I definitely appreciate it. So let's go ahead and jump into it, folks. We'll talk about it more in the end.
Don't, I will be sick. Ricky and me, we first met, it was about 12 years ago.
Ricky said
It's quite normal to begin with. I knew something, there was something, sometimes he'd make little noises. And sometimes when I'd see Jane's girlfriend, he'd go, Jane, it's Robin, like that.
Oh, Robin Inks!
I kind of didn't mind it initially, and by showing that initial weakness, I have been destroyed by it.
Yeah. Hi, Robin.
Hang on.
Oh! Look at that! What does that sound like?
No.
Hello, I'm Robin Ince. I've known Ricky Gervais for 12 and a half years. I'm also a support act on Politics Tour.
I first met him, I was the Ents manager at ULU, and I think he did a gig at ULU.
Basically, over a period of 12 years, with the majority of it, 10 and a half years, have been frequently agony. And I really don't understand why I still hang around with him.
And it started off, I knew it was funny, and I liked the way he looked with his silly little glasses and his hair up, and he was snipey, and he was a little bit sort of nerdy and bookwormy, but it was always funny. But that's grown now. I think about him most of the time. I wake up and he's the first phone call because I want to see what he says. I want to go, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, still. It's normal. Normal.
You know when a 5-year-old gets the present that they knew they wanted and they know what it is, and you give it to them and they know it's the fire engine and they're shaking with excitement and they open it and they can't believe it and they run around the room and they want to kiss it and bite it and they want to play with it. That's how I feel when Robin's around.
When people see it for the first time, they really do go, I'm sorry, I had to leave eventually. I was getting confused.
Yes, I suppose to the outside world it looks like bullying.
My foot.
There's classic, there's the Now that is just a release for me. I have to do that. I don't know what that is. That's sort of like, I don't know, sort of maybe having a drink when you're trying to calm down. It's like that. Oh God! I don't know what else to do. Otherwise I just keep attacking him. So I have to, do you know what I mean? It's like pouring a cold water on you or calling a Samaritan going, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. He goes, okay, calm down. Just go. All right. Yeah. Thanks. Call anytime. Cheers. And I do that, and it's sort of like because he knows that's safe. If I'm doing that, I'm opening the valve. If that's something like that, he can do something like, and that's too much. I go, and I have to jump on him. Oh God.
Don't. No touching. I forget how peculiar it is. It's peculiar to be a 42-year-old man and hide in a shower cubicle waiting to leap out in a dressing room, sometimes for 15-20 minutes, and he's not a patient man.
If Robin's not around, it annoys me. If I find I go, where is he? Where's Robin? They go, I don't know. I go, where is he? Right? And then to make the most of that, I've started even using the time when he's not around to hide in his dressing room, in his shower, in the toilet. So that time when he's not around isn't wasted.
Despite the fact I came back and I went in like this, slowly unlocked it, and then edged in like this, and then went, because I presumed to be hiding in the
Did you really?
Yeah.
What sort of an idiot do you think I am?
Well, let's go back over some of the other places that you've hidden. Well, like the shower cubicle last week at the Bloomsbury, for instance. That was one of them. It's an amazing war of attrition. He really knows how to do it because it's repetitive. It's like a kind of it's a Philip Glass joke machine, a broken Philip Glass joke that just can do the same thing. Oh yeah, someone at the door. There's someone at the door. Come in, come in, come in. And if you just keep smart, he'll just keep going. So it could be a whole hour, and you could go, we should be moving on now. Go, come in. I'm going to do this till it annoys you. And then he starts to get annoyed, so he builds it up, and eventually it will annoy you. And he's got it then. He's got his moment.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. They couldn't put Humpty together again.
Comedy genius Ricky Gervais.
That shit would drive me
I
crazy.
don't like touring around the country. I'm a bit lazy and I don't like being away from home too much. I think 50% of the reason for doing this tour was that I knew I was going to be with Robin. I was twofold really. One, he's fun, but two, to get him away from home so he's just mine. That was amazing. That was fantastic. I'm just waiting for Robin.
Oh, there he is. Oh, you can't see his little face. Oh! Hello? Oh! Do you want to come in? Yeah. Oh, Ollie's excited as well. Ollie, who's that? Who's coming in? Yeah, Robin, that's right. Yeah, I know he is, yeah.
When I agreed to do the tour, I hadn't thought how hellish it would be. The first day we were doing a warm-up in Lincoln Theatre Royal. He thought it was about an hour away from London. I explained it was 3 hours. He was furious. Jane, his girlfriend, decided not to come with us, so it's just the two of us.
Oh, he's going to come any minute. He's going to come through that door. Little Robin Ince.
Alright, so everything we need for the tour then? Both those bin liners?
Oh, he is making jokes already.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Okay, quiet now, Robin. Let's have a little bit of quiet time. Let's have a little bit of Ricky time, just relaxing before the big gig.
A lot of people may well say, when they see some of the footage from the tour, they'll go, that clearly success has gone to his head. If anything, success has calmed him down. So he's always been like that. He's always been unreasonable, he's always been shouty and scary, but ultimately he is just like a kind of moon-faced child. You can't feel that angry with him, because despite his intelligence, you know that there's just something there. There's a kind of, look at me. I mean, you can imagine him being, if he'd been brought up in a different area, he could have been in the National Youth Theatre, deliberately punching other boys in the leg to make sure that they couldn't get the part of the Artful Dodger, and he did. So he's always been like that.
Here we are, in Lincoln. We're here.
Because we can't go. Can we go right?
Yeah, but let's turn left. Go down it like we did before, and then take that right turn. Yeah. I know what I think I've done. I think we've turned right too early up here.
Yeah, because I think we need to
in.
go down. Basically, you need to go down one of these roads.
Hello, excuse me. We're trying to find the Theatre Royal. Do you know where we go from here?
Oh, look at him. Just tries to get involved. All wrong.
You tried to do anything apart from film yourself.
Are you from around here? No, you're not. Okay, don't worry. Okay.
Right, now we can't go any further here, can we? So do we turn left here?
Robin,
Yeah,
are you
that's
asking
not
us or telling
that's
us,
not
you
it, isn't it?
stupid little...
Okay, yeah, if we turn left before the that street that we got to.
Oh, fucking hell, Robin.
Shut up! No, right.
You're right.
I'm saying we've gone. We're too high up.
Fucking hell, Robin. If you don't know something, don't have a go. Left, right, up, down, up your arse. Fuck me.
I'm not even commenting. You're like a little Captain Oates, aren't you? Swearing all the way there and then having to kill yourself just to make up for being a cunt.
That's history. That, you know, I mean, I don't think he is a historian, but I think that's pretty much what happened. I think Captain Oates was a cunt all the way there.
All the way again. Are we going the wrong way? Are we going the wrong way? Now you say you feel too poorly. Well, fuck off.
I may be sometime. I fucking hope so. You're winding the shit out of me, you cunt.
There are only two moods. It is just, he will go from bloody hell, why is this not here? I can't believe it's not here. It's ridiculous. Oh God, this is... And so you just don't know where you are.
Taxi didn't come.
Right. How late was it?
4 minutes late. That's late.
Yeah.
Say 6 o'clock. They got to know that 6 o'clock means 6 o'clock. So I said, fuck them.
Yeah.
I get angry if people don't deliver what they say. I hate lateness. I sort of hate incompetence. I hate noise, all hypocritical, because I'm a lazy man who goes for my own amusement.
Right.
I just jumped in a black cab.
Right, okay.
Yeah. There's no excuse. Two excuses: heart attack, terrorist attack.
Right.
And even then, I'd say, well, how bad was the heart attack? Couldn't you have made it, and then we could have dropped me off, and then you could go up the hospital? Terrorist attack. Well, couldn't you have gone round it? How bad was it?
I think what he gets to me is a human stress ball. He gets very, when he gets angry, he gets furious. He gets furious immediately. There is no slow build up. He goes puce. The nose starts pulsating, and he goes. So with me, he's got someone he can manipulate. He can scream at, and he can prod, whatever. So I'm a human stress ball.
Yeah. Ow!
There we go.
Shocked every time I touch something in this fucking place. It's this.
Should we touch the chair? If you just touch the chair, please.
Sometimes twice touch that chair, it's like a fucking heart attack.
Right, well, it's not. To be honest, it's not going very well so far. Mr. Gervais is a little bit angry. He's found out that the combination of his shoes, the carpet, and the chairs giving me. How many electric shocks you've had, Mr. Gervais?
About 5, but 3 really massive ones.
Yeah, and isn't it right you were going to sack Ed because he got the wrong chairs? And these chairs are just useless. They keep shocking me.
Oh dear. I got a little electric shock off a chair, which he was cracking up about. Every time I forgot, I sat down and my hand just touched the metal bit, and I'd go, fucking hell! And then he was laughing, and I thought, hold on though, why am I wasting this on a chair when he's got an earlobe? Oh! Fucking hell!
That one really jumped.
Oh!
50% of the time it's fine, and we have quite a good laugh. I suppose it's a little bit like being with someone who has a mental illness, which means that, or some kind of dementia. So you put up with all the kind of, and then suddenly you go, oh yeah, I'll tell you what, that's something that I think is very important with comedy. And you get onto Laurel and Hardy.
You've got to have the serious moments, because that sort of lulls me into a false sense of security. Do you know what I mean? I remember, as a saying, you can fleece a sheep as many times as you want, but you can only skin it once. So I never want to push him over the edge. So he gets really angry and moves to Australia. I want to just, slap him around, but he goes, and before it's too much, I go, anyway, Robin, aren't the Smiths good? And he goes, yeah, they're really good. I have a bit of a conversation, have a laugh with them, go, ow! And then I can slap him around the face again.
No, don't do that.
Okay. There are rules.
Yeah, that has to be 1 point. 2 minutes before stage, it has to be cut down on noise and no grievous touching.
Normally, I muck around quite a lot, but because we're playing big theatres, I actually had some notes this time, and I'd often leave them in the dressing room. I'd come back, and Ricky Gervais would have put various fun things on them, maybe to help. I remember the first note he put fuck, wank, picture of a man's cock, and then images of me as some kind of just blob with an arse. That's it. It's just me, some glasses, kind of Mr. Potato blob, and then a weird arse. It's kind of somewhere between Francis Bacon and Bill Tidy.
Oh shit!
It's rather like when you want to squeeze a kitten so hard, because you love it so much. You wouldn't describe that as bullying, would you? You'd describe that as wrong love. And I think I love him wrong. Yeah, I think I love him wrong. She's weird, isn't it?
Certainly on this tour, I've noticed hair loss has increased, and I did within a week come up with a stress rash. So that's, I think, it should be. I was getting changed in Birmingham, and I thought, hang on, that didn't used to be there. And I noticed things like, the way you notice red lumps, building up in your body, whatever it may be. And I suddenly thought that, I'm worried that it'll then end up being a configuration of his face as well, like some kind of dreadful David Cronenberg movie.
Look, you won't believe this. Yeah. Look, Robin is shaving.
They probably will believe it.
But look what he's using. Poxy little
really
disposable razors. He's getting paid for the gig.
These were bought because I forgot to get the razors. It was 5 o'clock in Newcastle, so a lot of the razor shops are closed. So that's why I've got Laser 2. Not a product I normally use, Laser 2.
No, but the point is this.
Frankly, their comparison to lasers as well, I think is a little bit of a lie.
He once said, when he was there, he was screaming, he was on top of me, going, And I was going, I've got to work out this, right? I know what you get out of our friendship. What do I get out of it? And he went, I like it. So even that's his universe. What do I get out of this? Well, I like it. Okay, fair enough. Hang on, this argument's no good at all.
Why aren't you using shaving foam? Like you're meant to?
Because I haven't got any fucking shaving foam.
Well, why do you... What, no, listen.
Not the camera.
No, wait, no. The question is this though, Robin.
Yeah.
Why didn't you get shaving foam when you got the razors?
The answer's this. They didn't sell it in the shop, which is called something like One Stop, right? A one-stop shop if what you're stopping for is chewing gum or laser too. Otherwise, there's at least 3 or 4 other stops you have to make.
Why have you got a moustache?
Because I'm just shaving it off.
Do that first.
No, I'm
in case there's a fire.
Hydrant.
No.
Yeah.
No. Imagine there was a fire alarm and you had to go out and you hadn't done your moustache. You'd have a moustache.
Yeah.
I don't actually get joy out of his pain. I get joy out of him complaining and arguing back.
Fuck off!
Robin, don't get nasty.
Fuck off!
Robin, you're showing a really bad side of me now.
I think you can't, in the end, put someone down for putting that much effort into annoying someone. I mean, some people are just naturally annoying. I don't think he necessarily is. I think he's worked, I think he's created this fantastic ball of annoyingness.
He always forgives you. He always forgives you. Yeah. Maybe I should be nicer to him. That would really screw him up. Because he wouldn't know why I was doing it. Maybe that's a new thing. Maybe I'll buy him a gift and say nice things about him in front of people. That will really do his head in. I should film that. That could be the next DVD.
It's crazy as shit.
Just going into the gents' toilets because Robin's in there.
Oh, God.
Robin, look at the window.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's not normal, is it? That is not normal.
The only rest I get is, strange enough, he's standing in front of 2,000 people going, oh, it's quiet, it's nice. Yeah, they're laughing, I've made that clear, but they're not going, ah! And what worries me is one day he will have actually got a whole audience. When we're playing somewhere, like the Hammersmith Apollo, there'll be 3,600 people, and I walk out and they go, ah, Robin! And that's the bit when I'll just kind of go like that and the rash will burst open. I think it's almost too late now. There's no way you can get round it. I mean, eventually I would just come home and he would be hiding in a cupboard. I've been lucky. I've managed to, make it through. And I go home and there's peace and there's quiet. Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes the echoes go around my head for a week. Ricky's going to be a little bit like Spike Milligan. I think when he dies, someone will go, the British public loved Ricky Gervais. They never had to work with him. So I believe that will be, one of the... But he'll probably live beyond everyone else. We'll all die of stress rashes. We'll all be these bald, broken old men at the age of 50, dragging ourselves away from... Ah!
Ah, Robin!
Right, bye-bye.
No, why does he open the door?
Because I'm nice.
Yeah.
I wonder who he pesters more when he's around them. Robin or Carl. You know what I mean? Probably the same amount. Because Carl said something similar. Like people always say, like, it's what did he say? People always say it must be great working with like Ricky Gervais. He said like until you're actually working with him, people don't know how annoying he is like all the time and stuff. I remember Carl saying something like that. And yeah, Ricky is a pest. Look forward to checking out part 2. I know you guys said watch part 2 as well. Yeah, dude's goofy. This is funny. I enjoyed it. Just 20 minutes of Ricky annoying people. I mean, what else can I say? Well, not people, a person. I enjoyed it. Hopefully it doesn't get blocked, and hopefully I just have to edit out a little bit of it to get it to upload. If it does get blocked, we'll definitely see. Now, I saw Steve in the background for like a second. I know that he's worked with Steve for years, and he mentioned Carl in the video. And I wonder, does he still work with the Robin guy at all? Do they do like specials or anything together? Do they do any type of writing or anything together? I'm curious. Because usually when I think of anybody, like when I think of Ricky Gervais, I automatically think of, now I do. I always think of like Carl and Steve now. If I see Steve, I think of Ricky and Carl. If I see Carl, I think of Ricky and Steve. You know what I mean? This is the first time I like heard about this Robin guy. I never heard anybody like mention him or anything. But there's a ton of content out there. I know I haven't even scraped the surface of everything yet. But I was wondering if they still work together, or maybe if they had to fallen out, or maybe they just haven't had any projects to keep them together or anything. Curious about the Robin guy. I'm gonna look that up and see. Alright guys, that is it, man. That is all for this one. Hopefully you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Later.